Okay, we're back, guys. So mousetrap tentatively, we'll say that. Possibly traded off.
Possibly
Traded off. We're not going to give any hints. So we're back in the shop today. Transmission day for the Nova. So we never did a video on this, but we went to Omaha, Nebraska last year, and third pass in, I found the expiration date on the drum. No, the intermediate sprag, and then I guess the drum. So anyways, transmission is back from Tom. And man, what did we do? So we did a 34 element sprag.
Oh yeah, big money parts
drum,
in here. Big money parts.
A new stock drum from Rock Auto.
He said it'll take 1,200 horse all day. But
that's good because we're gonna make 1,300. So, yeah. So anyway, so this is back together on the cheap. And the one thing I love about transmissions is I love putting the expensive dipsticks in, and Connor opted to use the stock one again. So,
what is it?
Whatever.
Why are you putting this on me?
You know. And when we took the transmission out, it was one of those things where we forgot to like disconnect and it was getting hung up on stuff. Okay. And then, what?
I gotta like negotiate my end of the deal here or explain.
Oh, I'm not filming any of this.
My deal was I needed the $400. Okay, it was $400 for the dipstick. I need the $400. For what, you might ask? Well, for my amateur grilling, I am searching for a Blackstone for the pits, which everyone is gonna love. And they're gonna thank me for it in the end. They're gonna be like, wow, that dipstick was totally worth not having so that we could have not hot dogs cooked on the Blackstone. So, quote me now, I will be vindicated. We found out this thing's good for lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff. And now we're gonna try and jam it back between these headers.
So we're 2 weeks away. So 2 weeks from right now, you should be on like your third licensing pass. Are you excited?
I don't know, should I be? I'm fired up. Fired up.
I can tell.
Yeah.
So Connor is going to get his NHRA license and the Nova, hopefully. And I got faith. We're going to work on some burnouts after this, so we have to learn how to do those.
I was going to say, I don't know how you could fail, so.
I'll cut to the clip. So transmission day. Before that, we're going to finally make use of my 15-year-old AEM wideband, brand new in the box.
BNIB? Nice.
Yeah, I should have put this on eBay instead. Some guy probably wants to put this on a Supra.
Some guy probably wants to put that on his RC trucks.
Hey, you know what? We'll trade for RC truck. We'll trade for RC truck. So right now we're just trying to figure out exactly where this is going to go. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know.
And how much I want to burn my arm drilling this.
So speaking of not drilling things, turns out lower ball joints have probably never had grease in their life. So leave it to me to be like, I'm going to grease the front end, and you know what? It's a great idea.
Brutal. We've been finding a lot of loose bolts in this thing too. So.
Loose ends. Yeah. So that's where you're going to put your bung hole?
My bung hole is going here.
Okay.
So
cut to the clip?
Cut to the clip of me bung holing it up.
So yeah, this transmission, wow. What an absolute transmission we have here. Okay. What an absolute transmission we have here. Totally not an Easter egg. So we've got a couple loose ends. We were going to try...
It's not even Easter. How can it be an Easter egg?
It's just an egg. So we were going to try and relocate some of the exhaust in this car before we went. Not going to happen.
Drill, baby, drill. Get the reference. Who needs a tutorial on how to weld a bung in?
Me.
Well, it's not a how to bung your car up.
Wow, I've already done that.
Why do you keep filming me with food in my mouth?
Because you look good with things in your mouth. So, okay, man, hold on.
You look so much cuter with something in your mouth.
Tom has went through my transmission since 2014 when I bought my first transmission that expired the third pass I ever made. This transmission also expired on the third pass I ever made with it. And Tom always said, run type F transmission fluid. This is not type F, but he always said run type F. So I asked him, Tom, are we still running type F? And he says, I would never tell you to run type F in anything. And I've been running it since 2014, and he denies it even up to today. When we picked this transmission up, he said, I would never tell you to do that. So
What is this story going somewhere?
No, I don't know.
You were
But,
just
so what is this now? So I was told to pick up
Versatrans LV. I picked up this from this box of blue here.
nothing but the best. So we have the Versatrans LV.
I've never heard of Phillips 66, but
This is
it
the same stuff.
made in USA
So it's probably already better.
with global components.
Here we go. Oh no. So let's just say it's assembled in the USA.
So it's a high quality thing.
Can we just take a minute to look at how nice this transmission is again? Oh, anyways,
I think we're gonna polish the outside of the case. What do you think?
we should. If we could just make the transmission mirror-like finish, I think it would really,
Maybe clear coat the exterior of the transmission to preserve its shine.
yeah.
All right, let's see if this thing fits my lathe.
Some guys be watching this going, this is
Ghetto. Yeah.
death. So the reason for this, when we pulled the transmission out, we realized that this converter was absolutely bottomed out in the flex plate. And if a guy knows anything about anything, which is not usually me, that has to be spaced out, 1/8 inch, a little bit more. Otherwise, it can cause excessive wear on your pump gears in your transmission or possibly knock the thrust out of the motor. And this, when Tom had the transmission apart, this is the transmission right over here that we're looking at. So when he had this apart, he realized,
come here.
oh no, it just fits or just doesn't. So he realized, before you so rudely interrupted me, that the pump gears had a little bit of excessive wear. So I asked him if that could be part of the problem. He said, yes. So, what's
We are
going on?
here. We got her chucked in.
Oh no. Just turn it on, see what happens.
It hits the bed.
Take the bed off. What's the plan here? You just hit it with a flap disc? Come on.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, just measure it with a micrometer.
I don't have a micrometer. I only have a C-clamp.
Yeah, use that.
Oh.
C-clamp? That's just like a poor man's micrometer.
Well, a micrometer is just a rich man's C-clamp.
There you go. I don't want a ticket to your freak show. Okay. Oh yeah, it's perfect.
Oh, money. Look
it's,
at that.
All right, let's give the guy some context here.
I will
So,
bill your company for this one.
so where did we just come from?
Dynamic machine.
Dynamic Machine. They snuck us in on Friday.
Yeah, Gary was so helpful to me because I'm his best friend. Just kidding, because he does a lot of work for me, so this is a company expense. See, he center spot drilled it.
Oh boy.
All right, well, we're gonna have a blowout there. Anyways,
Someone's gonna be like, you should have not done
yeah,
that.
we should not. So we had to mill these faces down here because our converter spacing was extremely not spaced. It was tight, bottoming in the pump.
So if you guys have never spaced one, there is a video on YouTube on how to properly space your torque converter.
We did not reference that for this, so I just sent it. Should we lube this or?
What do you mean lube it? Just put this in there. It's deck
The wrong
6.
one. I wanted type F.
Oh, that's it.
Why you gotta be the way that you are? Why are you the way that you are?
Someone's making macaroni.
It's in.
It's in. Oh my God, it's in.
So when we took it out, we had Eric, the next door neighbor. He had a trans jack. He's
Now
not
we
here
made
today.
our own. My toolbox is too full of crap to use the toolbox, so.
So we're bottomed out on the headers, but it's on the dowels. We almost,
10 out of 10 would maybe recommend this method.
I will not do this like this again. Clean your face yet?
All right, we don't even live in Florida and I'm sweating my butt off.
Homeboy got smoked by a
working on
header.
Cars. Yeah, wasn't even on camera. Ooh, this funnel's got a shape so it allows air in. That's mint. This also means it's gonna leak out right onto the header.
Not bad. Really? Not that bad. You're out of gear.
What about this one? Oh, that's second.
Smells really good.
This thing is now reclaimed the best starting hot rod of the group. Cold of course.
Cold. And then most trap wouldn't start, so there's that.
Today I learned TIL. This car has no rear brakes. So
Which
that's why
means-
you got to get on her so much at the big end when you're going like 62 miles an hour like me. And
Which makes your burnout efforts that much sadder.
Yeah, it really
It had
does.
no rear brakes.
It really does. I didn't know what I was doing. So what else did we learn?
That's about it. We learned that
We learned that this car needs a lot more work than we gave it all winter in order for it to be a mint hot rod, but we got time.
also we took out the spacers.
Oh yeah, and it looks terrible.
Where's the spacers? We never even went over this. So this thing, guys,
This is a partial wrap.
coming soon, as you guys can see. So if you guys saw this thing at World of Wheels and you guys were like, damn, that thing sits proper, or photos of it, this is why.
2 inches of wheel spacers.
On each side.
These were custom made just for this rig.
So yeah, that's why the transmission is on the bench here.
Yeah.
Man, this is absurd.
Yeah. We'll keep
And the worst part about all this is this still wasn't really enough.
No, it still needed 1.5 inches on the other side.
Wow.
So we're really going to be building something quite lovely. Another transmission. This is going to have 2 transmissions.
Connor was saying it sounds like it wasn't revving. We had the chips backwards, so it was trying to kill the car at 4,400 RPM here. So we're gonna try one more time. I'm gonna assume it's a carb thing, but definitely not happy, definitely breaking up. So it had a 4,400 in the 2-step, and it kind of sounded like it was banging off the 4,400 and it wasn't revving very clean. But we might have a bigger problem. Not a big problem, but carburetor issue, or honestly, could be out of gas. Like, I really think that thing could be out of gas. Easy, my boy. Easy. You're gonna flat spot those tires. You're gonna flat spot those tires. Yeah.
It's not getting up on the brake anymore. I can't get up at all.
Could be just that carburetor. It's not happy.
Even then, still 4,000, and it wasn't making any like power at all.
You want me to try?
That was with the line lock.
We try.
Try it with no brake.
I'll try. I don't use the line lock.
Okay, so Brett's gonna embarrass me here because apparently I don't know what I'm doing, but I swear, like, it ain't making any power. So this is why we tinker around with this before going to the dyno. See, he makes a little bit of speed and then kind of falls flat on his face. So I don't know what's going on. And boy, does this thing look absolutely horrendous with the tires back the way it was. So this whole deal's gonna need some loving, because I'll say the caddy did better burnouts. Actually, the mousetrap did better burnouts. Jeepers creepers. I haven't redeemed
Homeboy
myself.
almost stuffed it in the ditch.
I haven't redeemed myself, okay?
So to be fair though,
This is a tough.
doesn't run mint.
My 1,400 horsepower car does not make 1,400 horsepower right now.
False claims. 1,300. What exactly happened? Why were the front wheels locked?
I was holding the line lock a little too long. I forgot about it. I was like Ricky Bobby, okay? I don't know what I'm doing with my hands.
Homeboy, all he cares about is using the trans brake, and he's holding the line lock trying to make a pass with this thing.
I don't even have the trans brake.
I know. That's the scary part. Where are we at with this?
He needs some loving.
Honestly, so next video with this,
He needs some loving.
it's going to the chassis dyno.
Yeah.
What do you predict it makes? So it made 1,300 to the crank.
First pass.
Palace.
First rip on the dyno. I bet you it runs
Not first,
terrible.
Not first rip.
Terrible, and then it makes like 600 horsepower, maybe.
All said and done.
Up top, 600 horsepower.
All said and done. We leave
Then-
Sheldon's.
We leave Sheldon's and it makes 2,100 because it's a pro mod. We good?
It's on a Mustang dyno. Don't those read high? low. I don't know.
We can change the correction factor, you know.
I'm gonna say right now,
Probably makes 1,000.
I'm gonna say 1,075 to the wheels.
1,075. What are we betting? What's the wager here?
I don't know. I bet that you can't do a burnout.
Oh, I don't even want to take that back.
Can we take a moment to also say just how horrible this looks again?
Yeah.
Like,
Get that second transmission done.
we look like a bunch of Aussies.
You gotta get that second transmission worked on.
Could we just say, wow, that looks horrible. Cap the video.
Second transmission on its way. Boom. Yeah.
Must be nice to be rich.
We just want to give you an update on the Nova, but I'll just say it's not the most enthusiastic update, but it definitely didn't even end the way that I wanted it to.
Weak burnout.
The Caddy did better burnouts, which is surprising.
Honestly, borderline Mousetrap did better burnouts.
Honestly, yeah, that was kind of embarrassing. Tune in next time to when Connor might redeem himself for the third time on his burnout. Might. I say might. Oh no, we're heading to the dyno first. I don't want to do a burnout on the dyno.
Today is Saturday. Today's Friday.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, we have all next week still too.
Oh yeah, it didn't work at all.
I thought.
Why did I feel like it was Saturday?
So we got some time. We got 2 weeks today till we have to be in Brainerd.
Cold bread. Now we got some time. We're still gonna be doing work the day before we leave.
Absolutely not. The only work I'm doing is loading that barbecue up.
Oh, I still gotta buy the barbecue. So
Tune
tune in
time.
next time to when we get we get the Blackstone ripping. We make some epic pit steaks, and then we might make a pass. You never know.
And in the meantime, drop a comment below. How much rear wheel horsepower do you think the Nova's gonna make?
Boy, does this thing need some loving. Oh my goodness.